Hi, my name's Lindsay, and I am the owner of Made by Auntie Linz. Today is Wednesday, March 6th. I am gearing up for my first event of 2024 for this Sunday, the 10th. With this being my first event of the year, I am excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. I'm 24 weeks pregnant. I do really well at summer shows, but I'm trying to get in more events in the spring because I'm due in at the end of June, so we don't know how that's gonna go. I do this full time. This is my full-time job, and I sell online and I sell in person at pop-ups. I do a lot better at pop-ups than I do online. It's gotten a lot of traffic to my website, and I think people think about me more often than they would if I wasn't doing this, and I enjoy doing it. It's just being pregnant, I'm just kind of nervous because I don't know what this year's gonna bring, but I am hoping for a good year, and hopefully this first market will represent that. This particular market I have done before. It's at a local high school, and it's a fundraiser for project graduation, so for the seniors to go on their senior class trip at the end of the year. I did do the fall event in November, like the holiday fair, and I did not do as well as I anticipated, especially with how much the booth fee is. I just was not excited about the event, but I think I'll do better this time around because people are out of Christmas mode and they're more into the spring and the warm weather. Easter's coming up. I am very niched down to woodland cottagecore, farmhouse decor type items, like cute stuff. So I think a lot of people will be more, excuse me, oh dear God. I think more people would be open to the type of products that I bring instead of looking just specifically for Christmas. Since it's Wednesday, I gotta wrap up my whips, my work in progresses. I have a couple, and I'm heading to the yarn store now so I can get some yarn and some goodies. I've been trying really hard not to buy more yarn, but I've been doing good. Like, I'll go through my stash and I'm like, I actually need more pink now that I'm using it. So I gotta get some more things for some plushies. I'm at physical therapy. I just left physical therapy and I'm absolutely exhausted. So I don't know how much I'll physically get done today. I might just go home and take a nap after, I run my errands, but the good thing is that a lot of the things that I do have to make take about an hour or less, and I'm hoping to get wrapped up with actually making stuff and start counting inventory by Friday. If I do that, then I'll have Saturday to just rest and load up the car, and then Sunday is market day. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see you later. Hi friends. All right, so it is Friday. I have Saturday, Sunday, 2 more days until my show. I'm absolutely exhausted right now. We spent most of the day out getting a couple new things for the show that I'm going to use in my display. that I'm going to use in my display. Let me show you. So this is what I have figured so far. I know I'm going to have this as my fruit stand. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Shout out to a creator. I will tag her. She said she found it at Hobby Lobby for 20 bucks. I went and I found it for 20 bucks. I'm working on some peeps, so I got an Easter basket. These are new, these little boxes. At Michael's, they had 40% off regular priced items. So I think they make cute little cubbies. I'm going to make some possums to put in the bottom one. And I need to make more mice. Yep. This is what I got so far. I'm going to be sitting there. The 3-tiered shelf comes with a little piece you can put on top to act as a bar for hanging clothes or whatnot. So I think I'm going to try and hang the blanket and a couple cardigans that I have or will have done. That's about what it's looking like so far. I'm excited. I'm mostly excited to see how this new setup is going to go, because I wanted more vertical. I wanted more, height. And I love these boxes over here, but the problem is that they are so deep that I feel like things just kind of get lost in them. So I'm gonna move some things around and hopefully get this all packed up and see you inside. If your living room does not look like this, are you even market prepping? Like, come on now. So, everything's a mess. Life's a mess. That's okay, because we are going to get organized. This is the first market of the year, and I'm ready to get it going. I have to wash these. These are absolutely disgusting from last year. So I cleaned out my big tote that had all my market supplies in it. I hope you can hear me. I cleaned this big boy out, and I'm going to document everything that I have in my little totes, 2 little totes, combine it into the big tote. Hopefully it'll all fit, and mark it down. I have some of these things on my Shopify website already, so doing it on pen and paper as I do it is going to help me compare notes basically and make sure I have all the numbers right. It's going to take a little bit of work. I don't even know what time it is. 6:15, I think. My clock is slow. So we will see how this goes. Oh, I also forgot to mention, as I go through these, I'm also going to be tagging. So anything that I don't have readily tagged, I'm going to tag, make sure I have the price, and then calculate how much I'm bringing in total value to the market. Well, exceeded expectations. I will say that. So I guess I will have to bring at least one other tote, and I'm not done crocheting. I don't know how I'm going to put this in the car. So there were 2 new items that I did make that I calculated out how much they are finished, but I forgot they're in my computer. So when I get on and update the inventory, I will do that. I also wrote everything down, and I'll calculate that. So tomorrow is kind of a busy day, going out to visit my cousin and his wife and their brand new baby. So I will be gone most of the afternoon. I do want to get home early and at least make sure that I have finished what I want finished. But I'll be updating all this inventory tomorrow morning. So it'll be on my website. By the time the video comes out, everything will be up. And I like the way that I do it because it keeps track of my inventory, how much I make, how much I bring. But then at the end of a show, like, I can see the type of payments that people did, how much they spent, the individual items they bought. I can really tell where I ran out of the popular items. Some of the items I just have as like fillers, just to fill up my space. But also, I like the feel goods. So like I had a lot of wristlets. I had a lot more scrunchies than I remember. I had more hats than I remembered. And I was going through my lemons, and I guess I used a different color yellow last year. This is this year's color. This is last year's color. I think it's the same yellow for the bees, but I love this one much more. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to enjoy my big bucket of squishies and work on some unfinished projects. I do want to finish, I don't have any possums left. I want to make at least 4 or 5 of those. I did want to make at least one more jumbo strawberry. They're hit or miss. I charge them, they're technically pillows. I did have them advertised as plushies for a while, but then when I said they're decorative pillows, they just flew off the shelf. So for months I had them, and then every time I make them, now I can't keep them. I always like to have at least one of each color, but since I don't know how it's going to go, I don't know, how people are going to spend their money. It's also nice to have the conversation starters as well. But yeah, I'm going in a really different direction this year. There's a lot of different products that I want to make that are more accessory based. I have some purses in mind. I have some bag charms in mind. A couple different shirt designs that I purchased in the past, and I want to get a couple of those made. I did really well in the winter, in the fall, in the winter with the plushies. They're really big with kids. But I think in the summer, my audience is more like a little older, maybe in their teens or 20s, maybe even 30s, just because I love doing the bags and tops, but they don't do well after summer ends. So we'll see how that goes. I do love this. I love seeing them all like this. And I have two. These were full. These were overflowing. So now I have one overflowing. I'm so proud of myself. I'm hormonal, so of course I get emotional about everything, but this is something that I left my job for. So to kind of see just where I'm at right now is very overwhelming to me. Sorry. Very overwhelming. But in a good way. In a good way. If you've ever been around or have been pregnant, you know how emotional we are. So I'm surprised I haven't cried as much as I have, like, just doing this. So, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. Real time, it took 25 minutes to sort through all this, so it was fun. It was fun. I will hop on tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you then. Hey friends, so quick update. It's Saturday night, 9:41. I am getting ready to go to bed because we're losing an hour of sleep tonight. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've had such a day. Good news is everything is organized, packed up and ready to go, so we can just load up the car tomorrow after I get ready. Everything except the product is already in the car. So all I gotta do is grab the product, throw it in the car, and go. I spent most of today out and about, but when I was home, I updated my website with all my stock, and I have $1,696 worth of product that I'm bringing. So hopefully it's a good day tomorrow. My goal is $400. I'll be happy if I make that. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to do this event again, since it would be 2 times in a row that it'd be a dud. So I'm tired. I'm tired, and I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow when I am all set up, ready to go. Hi friends, happy Sunday. We're at the market. I just got done setting up. It's 10 o'clock on the dot, so this is when it starts. People should be coming in. We are just finishing setting up, and hopefully we get some people coming through soon. It's a little quiet, like in general. Like there's a lot of vendors, but everybody's just like doing their own thing. Everybody's pretty chill, pretty quiet. There's another crochet artist over there. I hope she does really good. And right now we're in the cafeteria. There's the whole thing is full, but the school has the hallways full as well. So we'll see how it goes. I guess my expectations coming into this aren't super high, but I'll make my market feedback and maybe a little profit. So, and I look cute. So it's gonna be a good day. Hey guys, it is 12:30. I'm checking in. It's been so slow. I just figured I'd say hello. There's not a lot of people, and I mostly think that's 98% of that is due to weather. It's like sleeting and then snowing and then raining, and then it's just so yucky out. I've almost made my booth feedback, which is good, but you know, it is what it is. A couple other vendors came and talked to me and asked how, you know, how's it going, and they're kind of having the same experience as I am, so I'm not too stressed about it. It is what it is. If people don't come, people won't come, but as long as I make my booth feedback, I'll be fine. Hi friends, I'm back. 2 o'clock, check in. It's like dead at this point. Or I was talking to a couple other vendors who were talking about tearing down, so like sooner than later, rather than waiting till 3. So yeah, that's about it. I've had a couple of people come and show interest in the cardigans, some of the other plushies, but I don't think it's gonna be too crazy for the last hour. So I'll see you at home and let you know how it went. Hey friends, so it's Thursday and I've probably made this video about 5 times now. But it's beautiful out. I decided to sit outside and reiterate a few things about what happened on Sunday. So, as expected, after I got there and there was nobody there, uh, it was dead, and it stayed dead about all day. I just wanted to tell you some pros and cons about the whole thing and why I won't be going back. Okay. This is my backyard. I just love it out here. I feel like there were mainly two big reasons why people either weren't there or didn't buy from me. And the first, I will definitely say, is the weather. It was just really crappy. If I didn't have to vend there, I would not have left the house either. A lot of the people that did attend and walked around, I think, were helpers of other vendors or family members of other vendors, so they were there to mostly support them. I did see a couple, friends that came by, the type of people that always go to, every event. Other than that, it wasn't too crazy. You also had to pay to get in. It was only $2, but I think the time and the money and the effort to get there just probably was not worth it to a lot of people. I think the other reason was because there were at least 2 other all crochet vendors and then several more that had crochet items, and I love that for them. I love that we're out here grinding and doing what we love to do and selling what we love, but at events it's not very good for anybody. And actually one of the other crochet artists was literally kitty corner me. We both sold plushies. She had some other things as well, but I was like all plushies, a couple cardigans, and then a blanket. So that was my bread and butter. And these other vendors were also selling plushies and things. So that's, I think, one of the big reasons it's kind of worked out that way. Pro tip: if you're ever at an event or vending an event, say hi. Look up, say hi, be interactive. One of the crochet vendors that I walked up to, I was, oh my gosh, her work is so beautiful. She, the cutest little fantasy plushies, and I'm a big fan. I don't have the patience for some of that stuff. I, was complimenting her work and trying to build a relationship with her as a fellow crochet artist in the area, and she didn't acknowledge me. She didn't look up from her phone. And at first I thought it was because I was I'm a crochet artist literally right there. But I think she was just kind of in her own world. I don't know. That's my experience. Make sure you talk to people. And even if it's just something simple. I used to have a hard time trying to interact with people and get them to, engage with me. I'm an extroverted introvert, meaning I like talking to people. I will talk to people, but once my social battery runs out, man, it takes me days to recover. I need to recharge, for days. I don't know what was happening. I don't know, maybe she was just having a day, but I took it personally at first. And then I was like, you know what, maybe she's just, something's happening personally. So that I didn't take it so personally. And I almost went back and tried to talk to her again, but the vibes were off. I was not about to do that when the vibes were off. So I do want to say the positives. It might not be much, but sometimes when you have to go to these events, you really have to get the most out of it, whether it's talking to people and connecting with other vendors, physically making items while you're there. Your time is valuable, and if you're not selling on the forefront, you should definitely be doing something. So a couple positives: I did make a few items while I was there, so at the end of the day it's like I had brought a little bit extra. I didn't sell it, but now that's less I have to do for an upcoming event. I was able to reconnect with some vendors that I had talked to last year, And then I was able to make a couple new vendor friends. We connected, we talked a little bit about, you know, upcoming events, and I was able to book another event in April that I didn't even realize. Was that it? Okay, bird just flew by me. That I didn't even realize, so that was really nice. I feel a lot more confident this year than I was last year. I've only been doing this 9 months. Wow. I'm going on a year here soon. And then full time since September. So it's, you know, any opportunity you can get, any people that you can talk to, anybody that you can build yourself up with, like, it's such a great experience. Vibes. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm all about energy and vibes. And if it's not there, it ain't it, whatever, but it's all good. The fun part, the numbers. I don't think I'll normally list off every single thing that I have sold, but I'll give like a summary of how much I brought, value wise, and then what I paid, how much I actually sold, and then how much I was able to bring home. I brought about $1,850 worth of product. And that's including the stuff that I made while I was there. I like to make everything and bring everything. And if I don't sell it, I have it for next time. I paid $50. I paid $50 to get into the event as a vendor fee. Every single vendor put in an item for a raffle. At least one. That was the requirement to being a vendor. So I put in a chicken, which I sell for $15. So technically I put in $65 just to even be there. I sold 2 items. I sold my mushroom boy and I sold a chicken. Both for $15. I made $30. But at the end of the day, I lost $35. It was actually literally my worst show. I have done shows in the past where I've made like maybe $40-$50 to bring home, but at least it covered my booth fee and I was able to get a little bit of something. Yeah, that's how that went. And you know, they can't all be winners, but I really don't like when they're losers. Like, honestly. So I won't be doing that again. Sunday when I went home, I felt a little defeated. I was drained. I was tired. I pushed myself way too hard. So I was hurting really bad that day and the next day. I didn't even want to finish this video. I was like, you know what? It's just going to be a market prep video. And that's going to be it. But I think the important thing is to show the reality of vending. It's not always $5,000-$8,000, you know, sales at every event. Sometimes you only make $100 or $200. Sometimes you lose money, and it's really important as a vendor, no matter what you do, that you just look into your event and you make a decision based on facts. Sometimes you have to look at the facts and you have to look at the numbers and realize, like, hey, maybe don't do it. Like, as much as you want to, don't do it. Go as a spectator. Like, go and support other people and just take it. Otherwise, you'll be taking the hit financially, physically, time-wise, everything. I was feeling a little defeated, but now I've got an event in April. Second Sunday of April. And I have been there before. It was the same thing. Like, I did okay. But the booth fee is not $50. It's only $25. I get a good amount of space. I know I'll do better at this next one. And if nothing else, I learned that plushies, you know, a lot of people leaned into plushies last year, and it's only going to get better with plushies. Like, everybody's obsessed with plushies. So I'm going to try and make a couple new items that I think will make me stand out. So even if there are other crochet people that have plushies, I've got a couple unique, you know, one-of-a-kinds. That's the story of how it went. My big waste of time. No, I'm just kidding. and I do want to give credit to the actual coordinators because they, from what I could tell, they did a good job promoting. Very great with communication. I just wish I had asked more questions on my end. I really wish I had thought to ask if there were going to be more crochet vendors there. One of the other crochet artists that were there, it was her very first event. And we totally kicked it off. She is so awesome. And I found her on Instagram and I followed her and support her. She's a mom too, you know, she was there to support her son is in the graduating class. So I was like, yeah, I'm all for that too. Like, it's another reason I came. But you can only do what you can do, and don't beat yourself up over it if it doesn't show its value just yet, because we're just getting started. This is March. I've got all the way through to December. I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you liked this video, make sure you subscribe for the next one. I plan on doing another, maybe market prep. Maybe I'll just do a market vlog next time for the show coming up in April. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.